Evening. Mayor Weinstein here from Israel Now. We have severe problems in the Jewish community. As our community, the Jewish people worldwide, especially in Israel, is reeling from the slaughter of Jews. Approximately 1,600 Jews were slaughtered by Hamas 8 days ago on Shemini Atzeres. On Shabbat, we awoke to this slaughter. And while the slaughter is going on, Islamic groups worldwide are celebrating this. They're embracing Hamas. The correct name for Hamas, you could look this up, they're called the Islamic Resistance Movement. And those three words are an abbreviation which form Hamas. And many people will say, well, Hamas is out there and it's got nothing to do with regular Muslims or Islamic organizations or the people who live in Gaza. That's not true. The Islamic Resistance Movement, that's how they see it. Resistance against what they consider to be these evil Zionists. That's what they call it. They have adopted this cause. And there's an imam in Mississauga, just next to Toronto, IMAM Hindi. Go look at the picture that we have next to me as I speak, where many Jewish leaders from CIJA, Bernie Farber, Rabbi Korupkin from the largest Orthodox synagogue in the GTA in Thornhill, Dubai. They're friends with Imam IBRAHIM Hindy. And Imam IBRAHIM Hindy made statements that are very disturbing. He refuses to condemn Hamas, makes a big issue out of it, and he blames Israel for what is going on. He blames the Zionists. And he supports the pro-Hamas rallies that are going on. That has been condemned by Western governments, these pro-Hamas rallies that are glorifying the slaughter of Jews. My father went through the Holocaust. He told me stories of Nazis for fun who would throw Jewish babies out of windows for target practice. Well, these Hamas butchers from the Islamic Resistance Movement, they butcher Jews, men, women, and children. They rape our women. They're bloodied, and then they butcher them, and they butcher our babies. And they post it on social media. It's a little different than the Nazis. The Nazis tried to hide their crimes. The Islamic Resistance Movement boasts about them. And so these rallies that take place worldwide and in Toronto glorify the Islamic Resistance Movement. I want you to see, I want you to hear Imam IBRAHIM Hindy, what he posts on his social media platforms. In his words, here's the tape. We downloaded it, so we have the record of it. We're going to share it with you right now. You hear it.
Condemn Hamas. The past few days I've just been watching what's happening in Palestine, and I noticed that these reporters in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, they've just been shoving microphones in the faces of Muslims being like, will you condemn Hamas? And it reminds me of post 9/11 where they would do the exact same thing. Will you condemn? Will you condemn? And the reason they ask this question is, number one, to intimidate you, but number two, to remove any context from the conversation. And listen, I will condemn anyone who kills unarmed, innocent civilians, including Hamas. And in a vacuum, I would condemn anybody who does so. But we're not in a vacuum. We're in a very specific political context We are in a political context in which Western nations and Western countries will support and aid or ignore Israel when they are dispossessing Palestinian land and Palestinian homes, when they are blockading Gaza and diverting away its aid and its food and its water towards settlement communities, where settler pogroms are grabbing Palestinians and killing them or even burning them alive, and on, all these things that are happening, and the West is either ignoring it or even supporting it and aiding it and funding it. And in that context, they ask you, will you condemn? This question actually has nothing to do with Hamas. And this question is, will you support our narrative and our political construct, which says that the lives and the blood of Israelis is worth more than the lives and the blood of Palestinians? And that is a context and a narrative that I reject and I refuse to support. It is an incredibly, incredibly loaded question. And it's a question that is used as a pretext to support what is happening right now in Gaza, which is the carpet bombing of people in Gaza, killing thousands of people in Gaza for no military strategy. It's just vengeance. And they all know that. And they tell you in one breath, you can't explain away the killing of innocent civilians while they are currently explaining away the killing of innocent Palestinians in Gaza.
Second video. What's this? It's unbelievable what he says.
Felt upset at the double standards of the world powers, including that of our own country. This is a country which on the one hand seeks to rectify, to find reconciliation for all the injustices perpetrated against the indigenous people of this land, who were killed and ethnically cleansed and experienced a genocide and driven from their homes and had their land stolen. On one hand, they are seeking reconciliation with the indigenous people of this country, and on the other hand, they are throwing our brothers and sisters in Palestine under the bus. The same country that is sending billions of dollars to Ukraine so that they can fight against another country which is annexing their land, which does not even see Ukrainians as being a nation or a people. And on the other hand, they support the annexation of Palestinian land by a force that does not even see the Palestinian people as being a real people. They deny the existence of there even being something called a Palestinian people. We see the sheer hypocrisy of countries like France and the United Kingdom, who present themselves as defenders of free speech. We must defend free speech no matter what. Even when our Prophet is insulted, we must defend free speech. Even when Muslims are dehumanized, we have to defend free speech. These same countries are now seeking to criminalize any protest in support of the Palestinian people, even carrying the Palestinian flag.
It is vital that this message gets out to the Jewish community. Our community needs to be unified. We need to be one with Israel. And we need to be unified against this unbelievable evil that goes under the banner of the Islamic resistance movement and all of their proxies, everyone that's involved in supporting them. Approximately 1,600 Jews were slaughtered last Shabbat, 8 days ago. Babies mutilated, women raped, and then burned alive. And all this filmed shared on social media. This is the type of evil that we're fighting. And our Jewish community should not embrace any Islamic leaders who make excuses for Hamas, who support these rallies that promote and celebrate Hamas. Some of these rallies, they're handing out food in celebration, candy, sweets, pastries. Please share this message. Get involved with us. We have a lot more information that we want to share. We'll make more videos. Get the information out. You could support us with a donation or get involved in our research team. Go on our website, israelnow.ca. Get involved. You can make a donation or you could send us a message as well and get involved and help. We could use help. Thank you very much. Please share this. I'm Mayor Weinstein. Shalom, shalom. Only good news. Give the IDF the power to do the job and take away the threat of this Islamic resistance movement that goes under the abbreviation of Hamas. Israel will always be strong. Thank you very much. Shalom, shalom.